Imagine being thousands of feet above the ground, clinging to a rusty tower in the middle of nowhere. Your only companion, your best friend, and your greatest fear are all around you. This is the terrifying premise of Fall, a high-stakes survival thriller that will leave you breathless. Welcome back, cinematic explorers, to a deep dive into the heart-pounding movie, Fall. Today, we're dissecting every nail-biting moment of this incredible story. If you love intense survival stories and shocking twists, you're in for a treat. Our story begins with Becky, still reeling from the tragic death of her husband, Dan, in a climbing accident a year prior. She's isolated herself, drowning in grief and pushing away her concerned father. Her father desperately tries to reach her, urging her to move on with her life. Becky, however, is consumed by her sorrow, unable to escape the memory of Dan. Her best friend, Hunter, a fearless YouTuber known as Danger D, reappears in Becky's life. Hunter proposes a radical idea: climb the abandoned 2,000-foot B-67 TV tower and scatter Dan's ashes from the top. She believes this extreme challenge will help Becky overcome her paralyzing fear and find closure. After initial hesitation, Becky agrees, recalling Dan's motto, "If you're scared of dying, don't be afraid to live." During their preparation, Becky discovers an old photo of Hunter with a man, dismissively called, "just some guy," by Hunter, sparking a flicker of unease. Hunter explains her YouTube persona is for money, but also fuels her need for dangerous thrills. They arrive near the tower, an imposing, rusty relic towering over the desolate landscape. A diner owner warns them about the tower's height and its impending demolition. The next morning, Hunter uses a life hack to charge her phone, demonstrating her ingenuity. Hunter begins live streaming, introducing Becky and their audacious plan to climb the towering structure. A vulture attacks their car, forcing them to walk the rest of the way to the tower's base. They witness vultures feasting on an animal, a grim foreshadowing of their own struggle. At the base, the tower's sheer scale is overwhelming, a truly stomach-churning sight. Becky's fear threatens to consume her, but Hunter pushes her to confront it. Hunter delivers a powerful pep talk, reminding Becky of her strength and resilience. They begin their ascent, carefully climbing the rusty ladder within the internal cage. Hunter points out they've already climbed 1,000 feet, the height of the Eiffel Tower, further highlighting their perilous altitude. The internal ladder ends, marking the transition to the more exposed, external section. The wind and open air make the climb even more challenging and terrifying. Becky struggles with vertigo, but Hunter guides her to focus only upwards. A terrifying moment occurs when a section of the ladder appears loose, adding to the suspense. Finally, they reach the small, circular platform at the very top of the tower. They celebrate their accomplishment, taking photos and enjoying the breathtaking view. Hunter dares Becky to hang over the edge for a photo, a final act of conquering her fear. Becky scatters Dan's ashes, a tearful and cathartic moment of farewell. As they prepare to descend, a sudden movement makes them pause. A section of the ladder below them collapses and falls, stranding them thousands of feet up. Panic sets in as they realize their only way down has vanished. Their phones have no signal, leaving them cut off from the outside world. They discover an emergency kit with binoculars and a flare gun, offering a glimmer of hope. However, their bag, containing water and the drone, is stuck on a lower part of the tower. Becky discovers a deep gash on her leg, caused during the ladder collapse, adding another dire threat. Hunter reassures Becky that someone will come, believing the crash sound would have alerted people. Hunter humorously laments her great footage cannot be uploaded, highlighting the irony of their situation. She shares a personal revelation, admitting she vlogs to spread the message that life is short. Through binoculars, they spot an RV and two men at the base of the tower. They attempt to lower a phone wrapped in Hunter's hair tie to get a signal, but fail. They devise a plan to drop a phone cushioned inside Hunter's shoe and bra, hoping it will land intact and send a message. They watch as the phone falls, unsure if their desperate attempt was successful. They see a man and his dog near the base, but despite their shouts, he doesn't see them and drives away. Later, they see two men setting up a grill near the RV, oblivious to their plight. They wait for nightfall, planning to fire the flare when it's most visible. The flare gun malfunctions, wasting precious time. Finally, the flare fires, momentarily catching the men's attention. To their horror, the men are not rescuers but car thieves, who steal their vehicle. As desperation mounts, Becky confronts Hunter about the 143 message she found on Dan's phone. Hunter tearfully confesses she had an affair with Dan for 4 months, devastated by her betrayal. She expresses deep regret and apologizes, stating she ended it because she loved Becky more. With the first phone likely shattered, they decide to try again with Becky's phone, accepting the increased risk. They realize their drone, stuck in the bag below, could have been their best chance for help. Hunter, despite her fear, decides to descend using a rope to retrieve the bag. She makes a heartfelt apology and confession of love to Becky before attempting the dangerous maneuver. Hunter successfully reaches the bag but lands awkwardly, injuring her hands. Becky has to pull Hunter back up using the rope, a grueling task. Becky manages to pull Hunter up, securing the bag with water and the drone. The drone's battery is too low to fly back to civilization. Becky wakes from a nightmare, disoriented and calling for Hunter. Hunter reassures her, but the dialogue is unsettling, revealing a subtle shift. Becky proposes using Hunter's life hack to charge the drone, a moment of desperate ingenuity. Becky bravely descends the antenna mast to reach the light bulb socket for charging. She struggles to connect the charger to the live socket, needing a metal object to bridge the gap. Against all odds, the drone begins to charge, providing renewed hope. As the drone charges, Hunter's condition deteriorates, and she confesses she's tapping out. Becky tries to keep Hunter awake by talking about her childhood memories of watching WWE with her dad. With the drone fully charged, they prepare for their final attempt, aiming for peak activity at the motel below. They attach a distress note to the drone and launch it towards the motel. The drone's battery dies prematurely, and it crashes before reaching its target. Becky's despair deepens as all their attempts have failed. She realizes the horrible truth: Hunter's shoe is on her foot, not Hunter's, and Hunter's hand is missing from the rope. Becky's hallucination of Hunter reveals that Hunter died from her fall hours ago, and Becky has been alone the entire time. Determined to survive, Becky composes a final video message to her father, professing her love and regret. In a shocking act of desperation, Becky shoves her phone into Hunter's wound and pushes her body off the tower. She aims Hunter's body to fall onto a cellular service area below, ensuring the message gets through. The plan works. Her father receives the message and orchestrates a rescue operation. Becky is brought down safely and tearfully reunites with her father, battered but alive. The film ends with Becky finally ready to live again, a powerful testament to survival and resilience. What an absolutely insane ride Fall was. The vertigo-inducing cinematography and the gut-wrenching twists make it unforgettable. If you enjoyed this recap, please hit the like button and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more movie explanations and thrillers. Let me know in the comments what you thought of Fall, and if you saw that twist coming.